specifically right now in the YouTube boxing scene. So let's just start off with all these canceled events first of all. Like in this summer, what we expected to have was first, it was Austin McBroom versus Gibb, which has now been postponed because something with Gibbs medicals. Well, I'm glad he's safe. That's been confirmed. He's all good.
Mhm.
Then we are supposed to have Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury pussied out, so that got canceled. Then we were supposed to have Jake Paul versus Hasim Rockman Jr., a
Oh
guest
my
of No
god.
Limits. And there's a lot of shit going on there, and who knows who's in the wrong for that one. And then we were supposed to have KSI versus Alex Wasabi, and now that's not canceled. Well, the fight is canceled, but the event's still going on. Now we're having KSI versus Swamps or whatever what's his name?
Swarms. Swarms, I think.
Swarms. Yeah.
Swarms
Swarms,
or
yeah.
whatever the fuck his name is, which is a L fight, but it's still a good event which is going on. But man, so, look, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think this is like a cursed thing this summer or what?
Yo, it might as well be, man. Like the way that every single fight that everybody want to see, like Austin versus Gibb was one everyone want to see. KSI, well, KSI versus Alex, I don't really think people want to see that, but people just want to see KSI versus, at least like now in hindsight, a competent opponent, right? Like no one wants to see Swarms, bro. I didn't even
Right?
know who the guy was from because I'm not even trying to be rude. I just genuinely didn't know. But what else was there? Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. I mean, he got exposed by his own dad for not training well for that fight, and
That's insane.
The Hasim fight. That I mean, there's just honestly, I think it's the commission. Honestly, it just fights have gone on in like UFC or boxing where people have weighed in like way above the limit. And like the day before, Hasim was like only like a pound point six over, and he still had a whole day to cut. So I think that's just the commission, man.
Yeah, 100%. But as you said, like specifically the KSI versus Alex Wasabi fight now doesn't seem too bad compared to what we're getting.
Oh
But
yeah.
with all that said, there's so many conspiracy theories going on with that one. People are so Alex Wasabi came out and said he was concussed or like he broke a hand or something like that, right? But people really are believing that Jake Paul paid Alex Wasabi off to pull out of the fight so he can hop in with KSI August 27th. Like, do you guys think that's true?
I
No
don't know.
way.
That sounds like too insane. It sounds like going, beyond the lines at this point.
People are
Because
reaching.
when do you just draw the line? Like, yeah, this is impossible. This cannot happen. I don't understand. Like, they just be saying anything nowadays.
Yeah, like I agree. I don't think that happened. I think Alex Wasabi actually did want to have this fight. It was a huge opportunity for him. I do believe he actually did get concussed. So of course I'm not happy that during the fight lead up he decided not to promote one bit. And now that the fight's not going on, he's tweeting at KSI. That's kind of stupid. But as we know, Jake Paul did offer to step in August 27th, fight for free. Um, he said KSI's A side, but then KSI didn't accept. Like, what do you guys?
But yeah, honestly, the thing about that is people say he's ducking, but like realistically, I believe he's just being smart. Because honestly, if KSI and Jake Paul were to enter a ring, I believe Jake Paul would lay him out. Like simple as that.
Brutally.
Yeah, like because he has so much more experience than him, and there's no way KSI has like that level of experience yet. Sure, he's in there, he's training, he's looking good. Even in his training, you can see, he's going at it. But realistically, if those two guys got into a ring, then no, there's no way that KSI is even remotely getting close to knocking him out. It's definitely Jake Paul that would take it. So I don't think he's ducking. KSI knows what he's doing, right? But the thing is, he's still talking smack. So now that I don't know what to say about that. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. So what my take on it is, I see both sides. I see I don't really think you can knock Jake Paul for this. He's offered to fight, so what can you say? If the guy's gonna fight, he's gonna fight, right? So I don't really see the argument against him. But to take KSI's side here, I see how what he's saying. He says no. I want to make this a huge fight, Wembley Stadium, 100K people. Like this is like the biggest fight in YouTube boxing you can make. Like you wouldn't just do that in like a 3 weeks notice, right? Which makes sense. But I just don't understand what when KSI says, "Oh, I can beat Jake Paul right now," but then why aren't you fighting him right now? If all KSI has to say is, I've been inactive. I probably won't beat Jake right now, but I believe I can. Let me just get a few fights in, and then that's respectable. I just don't understand when he says I can beat him right now, but he won't fight him right now.
Yeah, but I guess it just goes down to what you and Mundi both previously mentioned, right? Like this is just such a huge fight. Like this is the fight that everybody that keeps up with YouTube boxing or even has like even a little knowledge on it. Like this is the fight that everybody wants to see, and everybody's been wanting to see this fight for like 3 years. So honestly, I think it is just the point that you guys brought up where it's a huge fight. It's a fight that people want to see. It's a fight that money, so it makes no sense to do it on 3 weeks' notice.
Yeah, no, I agree, but and then but one thing I can say I can respect KSI for is he's keeping the event going. He's not just gonna drop out, even though it's swamps or swarms or
Swarm.
whatever. Yeah, my bad. I keep saying swamps because I generally just don't know this guy. But what was I gonna say? So before that fight got announced, what I like said on Twitter was, why not have KSI versus FaZe Temper? Because FaZe Temper's opponent, Blueface, who got caught beating up his girl, got
God.
kicked off the card. So and then KSI doesn't have a fight, and then that's a guy from the main event, a guy from the co-main event. You could easily just slip FaZe Temper in the main event, right? But then what we didn't know is now FaZe Temper is gonna be fighting Slim, which is a really good fight, and I'm excited for that one. It's like two tall guys, two good underrated YouTube boxers who can easily be main eventers fighting. So I do understand that, but what's your guys' reaction to that fight?
Yo, honestly, Temper versus Slim. I mean, Slim has shown that he's actually a very underrated YouTube boxer that people don't really talk about, and he actually does put in the work. I know he hasn't really faced anyone that other than Fusi too, he hasn't really faced anyone of like significance that people know about, right?
Yeah.
But with him versus Temper, it should honestly be a pretty entertaining fight, and this might even be more entertaining than Temper versus Blueface, honestly.
I agree. I agree with that. But one thing I'm gonna say, so it's actually crazy how life works sometimes. Cause Slim was supposed to be fighting on the Kingpin card, right? The card which like nobody cares about realistically. He's supposed to fight this guy by the name of Ryan Taylor. And what ended up and then when that fight got announced, everyone's like, you had the chance to fight on a KSI undercard. You could have fought Salt Poppy, King Kenny. Why would you not take that out? This, that. And then the fight with Ryan Taylor didn't go ahead because Ryan Taylor basically jumped Slim before the fight and it fucked up Slim's eye, right? And look how life works. Because if Slim fought Ryan Taylor there, he probably would not be fighting Slim right now. And now he's fighting on a bigger card, on a bigger stage, and against a bigger opponent. But only thing I'm gonna say is, um, on a 2 weeks notice, I don't think Slim wins this fight because Temper was so technical against Kenny. I think Kenny is better than all of Slim's opponents. And I think and then Temper is like 6'4". Slim's like 6 feet. So Slim is at a huge disadvantage. If he somehow pulls this off, like you gotta give respect to him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when I watched Temper box, he looked really, really good. I don't know too much about Slim, but it seems like Temper has, most of the advantages going in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Slim can pull it off, to be honest, on that short-term notice.
Yeah, I
What
mean
do
on
you
that short term, and like Temper is also an experienced guy, and I think Temper has also done like martial arts in the past, so he knows what he's doing. And again, like what 2 3 weeks notice is just not enough time to face off against opponent who has a different fighting style. Ryan Taylor, I mean, he headbutted someone in his first fight, right? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, like
he did. He did.
it's a wild style for him to headbutt someone. So like two completely different styles. I think because of that, Temper will take it.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly rooting for Slim here because I like Slim, but I don't know if he gets it done. But you know what? Even if he loses, you got to give respect. 2 weeks notice with such a hard fight, and with the eye injury, I don't think his eye is like fully healed either. So got to give respect for that.